What's happening, people? It's Rohit here, and this is my pilgrimage vlog of visiting 20 Divya Desam temples at Sirkazhi, Tamil Nadu. Time right now is 5:40, and we have to leave in the next 45 minutes. It's got chutney, tamarind rice, millet idli, bhaji. It's all for breakfast and lunch. A total number of bags. This one has clothes. This one has snacks, along with things that we are offering at the temple. This one has flowers. So two bags. One is dad's bag with all the itinerary. This one also has the dhoti and food for today. Suburban booking office to get the ticket to Tambaram from Nagapattinam station. And this is my train to go to D1 Superfast Express, Shoran Express, Chennai Egmore, Tirchi, Egmore, Madurai. Stepping in Indian trains after 4 years, 2021, 2022, this one. Finally, train started at 8:15. Breakfast and got some chutney, curry, and idli. Down at Chidambaram, sitting in an auto after 4 years. At the famous Chidambaram temple. Right now it's 12:40 and the temple opens at 4 p.m. And we just kept our bag in one of the shops. We're waiting for the temple to open. It's always it's super hot as well. And we also have to have lunch in between. But we got 3 hours to spare. And they are also not allowing us inside. And it's also like more like a small town, small village kind of place. So you don't have a lot of places apart from the temple because the temple is at the center. And all the houses and the shops are built around the temple. So our temple is closed. So here also they don't have much to do. So they'll close the shop as well. So we just have to find some things to do to spend the time. A lunch place for today, Sri Krishna Villas. I'm having meals. Look at the number of side dishes. Got sambar, drumstick, vegetables, rice. Rice is unlimited. Got raita, got roast curd, got some potato curry, another gravy, and pickle. Last two dishes, we got some appalam. Have to crush this and then eat. And then this is payasam. Time right now is 3:40, and they're going to open in the next 20 minutes. So many devotees are outside here. This is the list of all the Divya Desams planned for this pilgrimage. Finally, they opened. That's the inner part. I am looking at a Gopuram. You can look at the Tamil architecture propagated by the Tamil kings. So many dynasties here. There's Goshala behind me, and now we are going around the Gopuram. There's so many entrances. And legend says that Shiva and Parvati had a dance competition for which Vishnu was the judge. There's a huge story, but to cut it short, Vishnu was the judge and Shiva assumed the form of Nataraja, and here the dance happened on one of the 5 sabhas. And then Nataraja really got him as the god of dance, so you know who the winner is. And Parvati assumed the form of Kali, and she went to a nearby place. And there's another temple there. What a place this is. Look at the compound, huge compound at this place. And just to give you all a gist of what a Divya Desam is, there are alvas, and this is actually under Ramanuja Sampradaya. There are alvas who propagated the hymns, which are called pasurams. Tamil poet saints, they are the alvas. You can look at the Gopuram from the inside. So the alvas who went and sung at so and so number of temples, they are called Divya Desams, and there's around 108 Divya Desams. So this is one of them. This is my first one as a vlogger. Just having fun looking at the architecture, the details, the Gopuram, just amazing. Wow. Look at the details. The lotus flower. Temple tank. Time right now is 5:40. We completed our darshan and we are stepping outside. We are just walking around the temple compound and so many inner circles as well. And now we'll be taking a bus to Sirkazhi. What a wonderful temple. Obviously, I cannot show the inside because this is to protect the sanctity of this place, as well as here they have their own rules. It's not like ISKCON rules that I'm from. So I have the temple tank behind me. So it's clearly mentioned photography and videography strictly prohibited. It will be seized if found. I was like, okay, fine. I don't want to risk it. At the same time, the diversity, because each one, the Pujari was asking about where each one is from, and then I heard each one of the answers: the Maharashtra, Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and then that's just amazing to have the story. And then I saw Vishnu in Nananta Shana form, and then it was like huge Vishnu. I was like, wow, when was the last time I saw Vishnu like this? And the last time I came here, I was in kindergarten. So, but still for me, it's more like, wait a second, I still remember coming here. And for me, every single time I went to any deity, I was like, let me have my surrender to Krishna. And that's my only wish. Now we are just going to leave. Wow, look at this place. It's the East Tower. That's our entrance. Now we'll be taking a bus. Here at the bus stop, you have to get on the bus to Mayavaram, and Sirkazhi is one of the stops. We reached Sirkazhi bus stop. Time right now is 6:50. We just got off the bus. We are waiting for a share auto to come and pick us up through a known contact. So we'll be covering 2 Shiva temples now. We are here at the first temple. Look at these stone floors, so old. Most of the old temples have these kind of floors. This is a temple tank, 2-tier temple, and more stairs. This is our dinner place for today, Sri Vasantam. For dinner, I got some regular dosa with 2 chutneys, coconut chutney, sambar. And look at this cute container in which they're giving the chutney and sambar. On our way to the university, which is 11 kilometers away. How dark it is to both the sides, there are only farmlands. We have reached Ahobilam Mutt, and this is where we will be staying for today and tomorrow night. Got this center hall. This is my room tour. Got bed, AC, bathroom, and keep in mind this is a mutt which is managed by a trust. Got the heater. Wow, spacious bathroom. It's the toilet. Nice and clean. Wrote the timings of all the temples in our list. Time right now is 8:45. Done with day one. Super excited for tomorrow. So many things that happened today for me. It was more like first in last 4 years because it's been a long time for me, and it's my first vlog in India as well. And to be visiting temples as my first vlog, that's an experience in itself. And it's all beauty lies in the details for me. To look at the ticket conductor, look at how advanced they are right now with paperless kind of system. That's amazing. But apart from that, going to temples, and it's very rare to find Vaishnavas and Shaivas in same temple. This side Nataraja, this side Vishnu, sleeping form. That's just amazing. And completing all the temples and then walking around the temples, because in the beginning my adventure into spirituality started with ISKCON, and now I look at gods in different sense. My surrender to Krishna is different, and super excited for tomorrow. We have a long day, that's for sure. Today we completed 3 temples, and I mean 2 in one at one temple as well. But I mean, Sirkazhi is such a small town. Only people who know about this kind of town would come here, and it's, I mean, we also saw the cotton kind of place, and it's mainly for farming. And I also heard that peacocks are so tame here, mainly for farming as well as for Divya Desams. And that was made famous because of the Alvas who came to this place and sang those pasanams. So super excited to see those kind of temples and see the form of Vishnu at these places, because there's Ramanuja Sampradaya, and here Ahobilam Trust. I also saw Narsimha there. So to be in Ahobilam kind of mud managed by that trust, people who have their places around. So we got this room this way. And tomorrow I'll also be meeting my grandmother and my mom's sister, who is my Mausi, for the first time. I mean, I met them in 2023 when they came to the US, so I'm excited to meet them. They are coming from Bangalore. So today our trip to Chidambaram was successful, and I mean, I heard about Chidambaram. I don't remember exactly, but when I was in the temple, I was like, wait a second, I've been here to see Nataraja and there in the form, and then it was raining, but thankfully we were inside the temple that time. It was raining like crazy, but then well, it was fun. Super excited for tomorrow, end of day 1. See you all in the morning. Morning everyone, it's day 2. Time right now is 6:30, and I woke up at 5 to complete my morning shows as well as japa for today. You can see the Indian bell behind me and the pathway. Super excited for day 2. There'll be a car coming to pick us up at 6:45, and we'll be leaving. It's like 11 kilometers, and because we are in a Mata kind of area, you can see the second room here. And we just completed all the morning shows. My parents also completed their work. And Indian bell that I'm looking at after a long time. And there is water too. Wow. See, this is what people would come here on pilgrimages, stay in mud like this. And my grandmother and Mousy. They already crossed Kumbakonam. They'll be reaching around 7:30, so we'll be picking them up. We'll be picking breakfast for them as well. And while doing chap also, I was hearing peacocking. You know, wherever I go, it's something or the other about Krishna which is happening. That's something that I'm really grateful for, because when we were waiting there 3 hours, there was Hare Krishna Mahamantra playing in the background, and then now there's peacocks. It seems peacocks are found like hints in this area, and now I'm also, it's like divine intervention when I think about it, because it's like I'm coming here for Divya Desams kind of temples, and that's different sampradaya, but whatever it is Vishnu. So I'm also getting all my questions answered, going to temple compound and being in the atmosphere. Today is going to be a packed day, so that's something I'm excited for. Again, just to mention, I cannot show the inner sanctum sanctorum, the inner chambers of the temple, because that's not allowed here, but the outer part is something that I can show and talk about. So I'm super excited for today. Before we start, I want to show this Indian jugaad technique to heat up water. This is a hot water, and now we are heating up water in this. The car is on the way. There's a passageway. This area is for washing clothes. I can go through this as well, the central hall. But we'll be going on the side to show you all this area. Got banana leaves. The passageway that I showed at night. Hear the birds chirping. So many banana leaves around here. Banana trees. Got another well. And this is Sri Ahobila Mutt. You can see the cost here. Ours is AC room. Got so many flowers, yellow, purple, red. Car is here. Showerlay, Tavera most likely. Packing done. They're sitting here. This guy is already late. Got the Indian roads with bumps. Letting the driver do all the deciding. As much as we have planned, the driver knows this area well because he's from this area. Look at the farmlands. Finally reached railway station, waiting for my grandmother and Mausi to come out. Excited to meet them. Look at the small railway station. They are in the waiting hall getting ready. They just came this morning. They were on a time limit. Right after getting ready, we have to go to the temple. Look at this place. We were talking to the driver. We were deciding about the place. And it's more like a checklist going to and visiting temples. But this is what it is because of the situation. And he was supposed to come at 6:45. He came at 7:30. So it delays our things as well. It is what it is. But now I'm being called inside. 2 more suitcases added to the list. This is going to be my seat, surrounded with bags. This is the first temple, Trivikrama temple. Dhoti on the top, shorts inside, makes it easy and convenient to visit temples. They say we have to wash our feet before visiting temples, and this is natural washing of the feet through rainwater. Okay, photography. Again, we got the sign. First temple covered. We spent an average of 15 minutes inside. There's no crowd because we are early as well. And we should stick to this average, otherwise my dad will start frowning because we have to cover a lot of temples. Trivikrama Perumal, we could not see his right feet because that's only visible on Vaikunta Ekadasi. His left feet is up in the air towards the heaven because he wants to show that that's the path to heaven. He will be giving moksha, and he was also telling the history of the Alvars and the number of temples which Divya Desams this is. So here's what it is. First temple covered, and we'll go for the second one. I'm preparing the next potlam of the temple. This one which we packed, the kumkum, ghee. You are used to seeing me showing the front road shots while driving, and now since I'm sitting in the back, I'll be showing you the back shots. And this is the first time happening on Roventure channel. First place with the cow. Hello cow. Starting with the first dish, sambar, chutney and vada. And course with plain dosa, sambar and chutney. Look at how they do total at this place on a granite tile. Here at the second temple, Vaidishwaran temple. This is Shiva temple. To wash my feet and hands, the temple pond. Okay. Lighting of the lamps. Indian temple successfully done. This one was more crowded. Shiva temple, the one who fulfills all the material desires, obviously it's going to be crowded. Now, yeah, I mean, we spent an average of 15-20 minutes, which is a good time, and the driver also called to go to the third temple. And super crowded here, super crowded. At the next temple, Tiruvindalur. I got my favorite sweet kesari. Temple also completed. There's something about seeing Vishnu in Ananta Shayana form, and in this one we also saw Kaveri and Ganga, Surya and Chandra. So wherever he was also saying, wherever Vishnu is there, Kaveri is also there. Wherever Kaveri is there, Vishnu is also there. So that was nice detail. We're also lighting diyas at all the temples. Look at the details in the Gopuram. That's the best part about Tamil architecture. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here at the next temple, look at the line of goats. Govinda Raja Perumal temple. This is a small temple, but again a prominent temple, the form of Tirupati Balaji, and he came here to give darshan to the king. And I came here to drink turmeric and kumkum because at other places it's crowded or something, or the priest was not there. So I have to go this side. Radakshana and my Mausi made a garden out of bangles. I wish I could show it, but it was near the altar, so I did not show. But wow, what place this is. And also the priest was mentioning, that's a very important point. When we all cover the Desams and all that, yes, we're going to see Perumal, is Vishnu, but we never see Tayar Andal and Lakshmi, who is there on the side. So the priest was saying, out of 1,000 people who come, it's only 100 people who come to see Tayar. There are people also time up and all that. So I think it's also important when you go to the temple, you cover the presiding deities of that place. Yes, here and there time is there. Vishnu is the main deity, but it's like you're going to see your parents, but you're not going to see the children. So it's like that ideology. Either way, we completed this temple. On to the next one. Called Carnole. This was made by my Mausi and grandmom. The sub-waters of Kaveri. Temple, Sirupuliyur Perumal temple. Completed this temple darshan. You know, whenever we turn into the street, because the temple is inside in the area, but we turn from the main road, you see the arch and in the arch itself you'll know how Vishnu is there, whether he's sleeping form, Ananta Shayana form. So I get excited every time it's Ananta Shayana form because I love that form of Vishnu. But here it is, the size of Vishnu is so small, so I was like, I did not expect that. Apart from that, see, it's cloudy outside, it's cloudy in the sky, but when we step on this kind of floor, super hot. Imagine what if it was actually hot weather today. Today is nice and calm because it rained yesterday. 20 kilometers for the next one. Farms on both the sides. This side, that side. At Tirukannapuram. And right here we got the temple tank as well. Close, so we are late. He just closed the main entrance and he left. In these kind of temples in South India, they close the main entrance because it's believed that the Lordship would be sleeping or would rest. So now they will only open at 4:30. Right now the time is 12:50. So one day they say wheat, adding water to feed the fishes in the temple tank. Till 4:30, all the temples will be closed. So we have to plan. Maybe we'll be going for lunch or travel to a further place so that we can save the time on travel and cover the temple. And maybe while coming back, we can cover this one. Payment with the arch for each temple. We're putting new roads, so diversions. The next temple, Damodara Narayana Perumal temple. The map, the place, along with Nagapattinam tourist spots, list of temples. Right now it's 2:25. We are waiting outside for the priest to come. They will open the temple only at 4 p.m. His house is right there. They live around here, and this is such a remote location. The people here are saying only if you park the car in front here, that's when the priest would know that there are people here who are visiting. that we came all the way from Chennai. We haven't had lunch yet. There's no lunch place nearby. Some austerity is definitely needed, like how Prabhuji says, but I did not know that this much is needed, and that to remote location. It's still developing, right? So all these areas, I can see the recent map that I showed you is incredible India. That's all recent campaigns and initiatives. So to have those kind of places here itself is a huge thing. They're waiting to plan what's next. Got orange slices from my grandmother. Peeling orange slices itself is a love language, and getting it from my grandmother definitely hits different. Definitely a divine intervention. My mom is singing Pasturam, sung by Alvar, and they opened the temple entrance itself. Wow. Now that's something really spiritual. This is something that I really find very interesting because my mom is singing Pasturam, that too she doesn't know how to read or write Tamil, and then she's reading it from Sanskrit. To find that itself, it was a task in itself, and to find that, and she started reading, and then Anta's, this thing is a parrot, so many parrots around here, and then wow, what a timing it is. And finally, for me also, I was having my own interaction with my grandmother because there's so much pending karma in my own way because grandfather passed away, and this is actually, it was supposed to be shared. My grandmother gave it to me. So many pending karma kind of thing. It's like you never know what the answer is at that point of time. It's only through time that all the things would be revealed. And then my mom started singing Pasturam. Right when she ended it here, they opened it. And also, my mom was mentioning that the Alvar who sang it here, different Alvars at different temples, and that's Ramanuja, this thing. But here, Tirunangudi Kandeni, Tirunang, I have seen you. He has seen, it's his emotion and spiritual experience that he is sharing. And right when it ended with that line here, we are getting to see, and that's to Damodar. Damodar is like a younger version of Krishna, and Damodar month is also going to start now. So that's going to Damodar Ashtakam, and all will be happening. So I mean, it is what is this something that I really find very interesting.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Wow, look at this temple. Look at the pasturams on the board that were sung here. Look at that Garuda, eagle. Out of the temple, you can see two Garudas. Wow. And parrots all around. Just so beautiful. It's amazing to be able to see two Garudas, and that too Krishna in Damodar form. That too right when the season is going to start. Wow, this temple was definitely worth the wait. That's for sure. This temple, I think, will hold a very special memory with me. Wow, just amazing. Completed this temple, and it's just 5-5 on to the next one. Look at the size of this road. Just one lane with farm animals, water, fields on both the sides. Here at the next temple, Sundar Raja Perumal temple. Came out of the temple. This was so beautiful. Soundarya Raj Perumal temple, and then they had Naivedyam, 9 vessels, all of that came out, and then getting to be close to the deities was such a wonderful wait, that's for sure. And it's also a very crowded area. I also got my chappals here, but overall it was totally worth it to wait, get the aarti, like going, everyone was saying going down, like wow, that's just amazing to see the deity in such a beautiful form. Look at the birds formation in the sky. Right now it's 7 p.m. and we are here at the temple which was closed when we came here in the morning. It's a temple tank. Also fed the fishes here. A long ride in the car. It was just 30 kilometers from the last temple, but that felt like a long time because of the roads. Such a bumpy ride. And here it's going to be a short time because we already lit the diyas. So all we have to do is take darshan and give the flowers. Sauri Rajan temple, Vishnu had hair, and even Andal came here to sing praises, and Andal is one of the prominent wives of Vishnu as well, and you will see Andal in almost all the South Indian Vishnu temples, and these are all super old temples. Alvar, this is like over 1000 years old, before Ramanuja came, and Alvars were way before Ramanuja. So since we are done with the work here, on to the next one. Next temple is just 2 kilometers away from here, and the time already is 7:15. A lot of temples will close around 8 as well. But another thing that I want to mention here is that the temple mandapams, the inner sanctum sanctorum is surrounded is like 7-8 chambers, 7-8 entrances, and that's because a lot of people would stay around the temple area. That's why we have that big of a temple tank as well. The last temple of the day. The time right now is 8:40. You have the temple pond here as well. Right now is 9 o'clock, and we were the last people to get the last darshan, and that's considered really special. And we just came rushing in because we didn't want to miss this, and this was part of our list as well. And after this, hopefully, we'll have dinner. But apart from that, Annan Kuvel. Annan means brother in Tamil, and out of 108 Divya Desams, this is the 108th Divya Desam, and they call it Annan because this is Tirupati Balaji's brother, and that's just wonderful. But the brother is very tiny here, and even uh, Thai Andal is also very tiny, so that's like, wait a second, man. People who could not go there would come here, and here also my mom was saying that they have very beautiful pasarams, but just amazing. We are able to complete all the temples that we had on our list for today. The prasad that we received, lunch and dinner combined, some austerity definitely is needed and worth it. The temple pond with lilies. Look at the number of fishes in this area. Those are all fishes. There is a saying, only if the temple deity wants to see you, you'll get the darshan. It's not like on our choice that we are doing all the planning, it's up to them. And that's the level of surrender. I'm like, my level of surrender is just one person converting my family members. I'm just grateful that we were able to complete the list of temples that we had for today. All this is all minute planning compared to the great plan that God has for us. The car had disco lights. Disco lights! Here at the mud for our stay tonight. I have to collect all the bags. Second room, bathroom is given here. Dinner for today, idli, kurma, chutney. It's day 3 morning, our last day. You can hear the chirping of the birds, especially hen and peacock in the background. I'm near the well. The Veshti trick still works, 6:30 right now. And the auto is here to pick us up. We'll be visiting one temple, coming back, and then we'll be going back again. So we are rushing, trying to get people to go rush, and because we want to get things done. We have around like 10 temples that we'll see how much we can cover, and maybe next time we'll be back again. For them, these people go for pilgrimages every fortnight. For me, after April, I'm going on a pilgrimage. I'm still getting used to the grueling schedule, but it's all about having fun and for the purpose for which we are visiting. That's what matters most. The share auto, going to sit 5 people in one. Cotton plantation. The white color is all cotton. First temple, Lakshmi Narsimha temple, which is also a Divya Desam. For all the temples, we are giving out dry fruits, the package, along with flowers. You can see the altar kind of place for the Alvar who sang at this place. Apart from that, we completed this temple, Lakshmi Narsimha temple. Usually, you will see Lakshmi on the left side, but here alone, she's on the right side. And this is also a twin Divya Desam, so the other temple is nearby. We're here at the next temple. It's the same priest who has to come from the other Lakshmi Narasimha temple, so we are waiting for him to come. And that's why I thought it's going to be nearby, but it's some distance, some kilometers away, and the roads are so small. And the animals, the farm animals, the dogs, the goats are so tame as well. They're sitting, and we have to go around it. So that was something I was like, wait a second, that never happens where I was staying in the US, all these animals being around, and I was like, that's so nice to see peacocks and the farms around the way. And here we are at this temple, and one more thing that I noticed is that all the temples, some or the other renovation, plus all the recent temples, they had recently had that Kumbha Abhishekam, which is revitalizing the potency and the energy of the temple and the deities. So they do it once 11 or 12 years. Look at this place. Again, some construction, and again they will be painting the gopuram. So all of this is like rare set that we don't get to see. And again, we'll only get to come to this place only if Vishnu wills or wants us to visit, right? So it's all about that. and we are trying to cover how many ever temples we can. Look at the stone structure, the gopuram. Usually you'll see it painted, but here at least you can see it in its raw form with only the carvings. So many monkeys as well. I'm holding flowers. They usually come for the fruits. Inner compound, even though construction is happening, it's so beautiful. Talking about Kumbha Abhishekam, this place looks like it's getting ready for that. Look at the Gopuram renovation for the temples. Look at this peacock, wow, with sun in the background. Hello, peacock. We are here at an Indian gooseberry tree. It's called Amla, Nellikai in Tamil. And you can also hear peacock there. Oh, and there's another peahen guava tree. This around Tayar on the Gopuram while doing Pradakshina. You can see the lily tying flower garlands in the meantime. These garlands are for the deities. For this temple, next temple, however we find time. Right now it's 8:15. We completed darshan of Vedaraja Perumal temple. On to the next one. But one thing which I wanted to mention, to see the happiness of my parents and momsy and grandmother when they tied the garland, and the garland, freshly tied garland on the deities. That's a different feeling altogether. And that too, I just came around a week back from US and to go to the nearby temple, and these people, my parents, are tying around like 12, 13 garlands for all the deities there, and they were mentioning how happy they feel because no one else around there is doing it. So one flower garland on all the deities, that's a beautiful feeling. Same thing they do for Sundar Vinayagar temple and Varadaraja Perumal temple, which is in my neighborhood. So to see the garland, that's a beautiful feeling, and now I'm getting to sense that feeling because I am helping to tie the garland, even though all I do is just arrange the two flowers, and my grandmother, she's tying it so fast as well. One Purushottam Perumal temple. These are all comparatively small temples. It's impromptu planning. The pujaari is not here, the priest is not here, he is there at the other temple, so we plan to finish another temple and come here. So depending on the time, we have to figure out whether we have to do pradakshina, but at all the temples we are lighting the diyas and deepam. Vaikunta Vinnagaram temple. Look at this compound. Smaller compound. We're doing Naivedyam now. This was a smaller temple, so it was faster to complete. There's two wells, one this side, the other one was on the other side. It seems this flower is called Sampangi flower. We are back here at the mutt for breakfast. Idlis, fresh idlis along with chutney. That was a quick breakfast, and now we are on our way back to visiting temples. We completed like 3-4 temples, and now we started off with 12 temples to visit. So we have to try and complete how much ever we can by now. We're here at the temple. The priest was not there in the beginning, so we'll cover this one. Completed darshan. Here it's Rama, and for each temple there's a lot of stories as well, alvars, and then at this temple there's alvar here in the Garbhagraham itself, and for each story there's also like, if you do this it's equal to doing so and so. For Anand Kovil temple, if you go and visit that temple, it's equal to visiting Tirupati Balaji temple 3 times. For Rama's temple, this one, it's equal to visiting Ayodhya and 4 other places. So I consider myself fortunate along with my family to have visited all these temples. I'm like, wow, Divya Desams, such precious places where Alvas have sung their pasurams. The next temple, Pallikonda Ranganatha temple. Donated by ISKCON devotees. Oh, they donated so many things here. I'm eating mishri as prasad after a long time, crystallized sugar. Temple has a cute little well with water inside. Every single Anantashayana Vishnu person, there's always a stone form, it is never painted. And for the first time, I'm seeing the painted form in the blue color. It is so. I can try to imagine what it's like to see a stone form, raw stone form of Vishnu painted, and that's what it's like. And this is a bit smaller, medium sized one. And this one also looks like, look at the Gopuram. Looks like the Kumbha Abhishekam happened recently. Here at Badri Narayana Perumal. All the Vahan. Narayan temple, the deities are just like how they are at Badrinath, in North India, Uttarakhand. We went there, I was a child back then because we went on Chardham Yatra, Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. So it's just like that. And it seems every morning 8 o'clock, the sun's rays would fall on the deity here, and these are huge deities as well. Apart from the one thing that I understood during my Divya Desams trip, at least till now, that too, out of 108, we are just covering 20, and that's what is planned. It's equal to going and praying at all the deities across India. Rama, I mentioned about Ayodhya covered, Tirupati covered, so many temples are just getting covered just like that. So again, we are doing Pradakshina, and they also mentioned about Garuda Seva, the nearby 8 temples. They bring all the Garudas here. I mean, deities will talk, hey, what did they serve you today, and all of that. It's beautiful to observe all these details and the deities again in stone, raw stone form. These are all old deities, and then looks like these were all recently renovated and painted. Yeah, here at Kudamadu Kuttan Perumal temple, undergoing renovation. This temple, there was a silver pot at the god's feet, and again it was a medium-sized deity, and he was mentioning about the story. And again, as I was mentioning earlier, seems visiting this temple is equal to visiting Govardhan Giri. Here are the next temple, Sempon Arangar temple. The time right now is 11 o'clock already. One thing which I noticed is that there is no standardized temple standard at all the places regarding the timings and what needs to be done, because we took a lot of time here and on to the next one. I have 2 more hours before our train, so we still have around less than 5 temples to cover, so let's see what happens. Here at Tirumarikudam, Varadaraja Perumal temple. The tiles have become really hot now. I can only go in the shade. It's burning my feet. It's been a long time since I've been on pilgrimage or done pradakshina like this. And fun fact, the neighborhood temple, Vishnu temple, at my place, in my neighborhood, is Varadaraja Perumal temple. Here at Rajagopalan temple. Completing quick visits to the temple, otherwise we'll be late. Temple pond. Here at Parthasarthi temple, we have a similar temple in triplicate in Chennai. Plan is we have to go to the mud, collect our suitcase, which is nicely packed and ready, and then we'll have one more temple to visit, and then we are off to the train station. Vacating the room now, taking all our belongings. This is our last temple, Madhava Perumal temple. We made a last minute plan to visit one temple that we missed. We are supposed to visit that yesterday and today morning, but then some of the other planning happened. We are supposed to take the train at noon, so that we are skipping, and we are taking the bus at evening to Chennai. The last temple, Talaichengada temple. This is what is called Hare Krishna movement for me. The priest here gave me a garland. He was so nice. I met him at 3 other temples. So he was the same priest at other temples as well. So you can see how small of a community this is, that people are coming here. And so only if we call them, that's when they'll come. This was a temple which we are not supposed to cover. We are supposed to cover, but because of time we could not. But I'm just grateful, and he just blessed me. I was like, okay, hopefully the job search goes well. Hopefully I'm blessed with the job. And then my grandmother kissed me, and she's like, hopefully you become a husband soon. So many things are happening, and it's all because of Krishna's kripa that I'm able to do this. And now we are going to try and get the train at 12:50 already. So 1:30 is the train. So hopefully we'll get something, and let's see how things play out. It's all about Having that Sharanagati, having that Sunday, that's what matters most. Here about lunch, we're getting prasad. That took her rice.
Even YouTube channel ettu Swami.
Every temple pilgrimage always has an adventure that when traveling with family or friends, and that's what excites me. And now the thrill is just beginning. Somehow we reached Sirkazhi station with 8 minutes for the train to arrive. I'm at 1:36. There is a saying, if someone else takes your slippers at a temple, that means they're taking your bad karma away. And my mom left her slippers all by herself at Lakshmi Narasimha temple. And then she's barefoot, but somehow she's able to manage. She's refusing to take other people's slippers as well. Waiting for the train to come here and standing in the shade. And leaving Sirkazhi after a wonderful pilgrimage of Divya Desams. Right now 6:25 and we have reached Chennai Egmore station, our last stop. Have to get down and get a auto to our place. Right now 7:15, just reached home and we are also freshening up. But I want to talk about the last temple. Tale is Shenga, Gard. Tale is like head and Shenga is conch and Gard is more like forest, and the conch is found near the sea, which is 1 or 2 kilometers away. And Tale here in this context means it's also more superior kind of conch shells that's available in this place. And usually we associate the moon with Rudra because it's there on his head. But here Vishnu has the moon because he released the moon god from his curse. So, I mean, amazing temple to visit at the last one. And I remember the one night before we were searching for prasad, they are asking for prasad for Pongal. We were like, oh, we didn't eat at noon and all. Here he is giving us, but we were trying to leave because there was not a lot of time. But that is one temple with the priest from here nearby temple with whom we all planned. The nearby Vishnu temple, nearby Sundarvinayagar temple. He told that's one temple we should not miss. And we also had something else in mind, but it's all because of Krishna's mercy that we are able to catch the same train and come without altering our own plans. And for me also in my initiative, it's more like if God wants to see what should happen will happen. It's not like we need to force. But at the same time, we also need to take initiatives to go towards Him, right? That's what matters most. Apart from that, I want to thank this support as well as the priest and my parents for making this, organizing this trip itself, because they have been going for a lot of trips, I know, and I'm just have been away. I've been on my own break from a lot of pilgrimages, even though I started my bhakti journey. So overall, it's fun. Hopefully, many more. And it's all about being grateful for the journey, bhakti journey that I'm on. And this is just the first of many trips that I hope I'll be taking in India that I've returned. Thank you all for watching. See you on another one. Till then, bye from me.